to help Amber and Jana as they lead us, God, and teach us. I pray that we go to you for everything, for our strength, God, and for our guidance. And please help us be wise in Plexus, God, and be able to share what you have done with everyone else. In your name we pray, amen.
All right, a couple things before we get started. We are recording this call, so just remember that people will be watching this back. So, if you are going to be doing something weird or crazy, you might just want to remember that because you could be on video. Secondly, what was the other thing I wanted to remind you?
The chat feature.
Oh, yes, the chat feature. If you guys could just keep it down a little bit on the chat feature until we get towards the end. If there's something that we mention that you do not know, you're thinking, what are they talking about? Or I need more clarification on that, then just jot it down. And at the end, we will go over all those. It just helps us. We're both a little ADD. And so when that chat thing gets going,
y'all
we go
post really funny stuff in the chat and we see it. And when we're together, laughter happens rather easily.
And we want to be professional people.
So, anyway, last thing is we have everybody muted. That helps cut down on the background noises from everything. So, I don't know of anybody else that is talking except us.
Not tonight.
If anything were to happen and you need to speak up and say anything, unmute yourself, but that probably won't happen. Okay, social media. We are going to talk to you guys. Let me get our screen shared here with our PowerPoint. Told y'all we're professional. We want you guys to take notes today.
But we will be posting this PowerPoint up on the Files tab of the Slim Sisters page here soon. So is that all they can see then?
Okay. So are we good? Y'all can see the PowerPoint?
Give us a thumbs up if you can see it. Can y'all see it? We need a thumbs up.
We only see 4 of you at a time. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
thank you.
Okay. Thank you. All right. We would like to thank our very good friend Randa Blackley for our beautiful social media logo here that she did for us, the graphic. Randa created this for us, sent it over to us, and we absolutely love it. So thank you so much for that, Randa. All right. We're going to get started and dive right in. Keep in mind, when you start a Plexus business, you are now a business owner. Treat it that way. You own your own business. You are your own boss. You set your own hours. So be sure to treat it that way.
Yes, and one of the main reasons we are doing this call is because social media has built probably 95% of our business. It is, we'll talk about this at the end too, but it's the best free marketing tool that we have. And so we feel that it is very, very important that you learn to use it wisely. So I like what this says. If you opened a bakery, would you put up your open sign without being ready for business? Posting random things and hoping people show interest is like putting an open sign on the counter where no one can see it and unlocking the door and then expecting people to walk in. So that's a great, what's the word I'm looking for? Analogy of what we're doing here. So we want to be very careful. We want to post wisely. We want to really learn how to use social media wisely for our network marketing business.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we want to first talk to you guys about having a strong social media posture. Those are some big words that basically say, remember, you are a business owner, so even treat your Facebook life that way. Remember that people joined Plexus and they joined you for a reason. So here's a couple tips on that. There's going to be a lot of things on this slide. Again, don't feel like you have to write everything down. We are going to be posting this in the Slim Sisters files. Be positive in your posting and not just about Plexus. Just be positive overall in your posting. Remember that Facebook or Twitter, social media outlets, they're not your diary and they're not your therapist. Smiley face, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. But for real, keep it as positive as possible. If you're on there complaining about one thing or another and then you post Plexus, odds are people aren't going to want to join you. Can you minimize the box on the right? I can definitely do that. How's that? We can't see any of you guys now, so we certainly hope y'all are still with us. But be positive about your posting. not just about Plexus, but about everything. If you're on there and you're complaining about my family and my house and this just happened, and then, come buy Plexus from me, and you try to make just that one sound positive, odds are people are going to be looking going, well, I don't know that Plexus is helping her a whole lot because she's still really negative or he still gripes a lot. So just keep that in mind as you go along.
Yeah. Same thing. If you think about, talked about a bakery, if you went into a bakery, even if they had the best cupcakes in there, but maybe the owners of the bakery just were awful to deal with and they were gripers and complainers, you probably wouldn't go back. So you got to remember that you have opened a business here and you are using Facebook as a marketing tool. So you've got to be careful how you're presenting yourself. Choose which parts of your life to share. I think that goes right along with the first point that we made. Just be careful. Like Amber said, it's not your diary. So be careful what you're choosing to post on network marketing or on social media. Sorry.
Represent Plexus well. Remember, we are representing a health and wellness business. I've minimized it as much as I can minimize. Remember, we are representing a health and wellness business. So remember that in your posting, rather than, maybe posting bad food quite often. Just remember, we're representing a health and wellness business. And again, we're not talking about being fake. We're talking about choosing which parts of our life to share on Facebook, on Twitter, on different social media outlets.
Post Plexus consistently. This is one, if I had one thing probably to, there's several things on here I think are extremely important, but this is one of the top 3. You want to post consistently. You can work your business part-time, but you can't work it some of the time. If you post for 1 month and you quit, and then 3 months later you decide you're going to start it up again, that's great. I think that's great, but you need to consider that you're basically starting over with your audience. So people are watching you, and while they may not say it aloud, they're watching to see, do you really believe in these products? Are you really going to stick this out? Do you really believe in this business? They want to see that from you. So make sure you are posting consistently and that people really know that it really is a part of your life.
Alrighty. Continue to post about yourself, your life, your family, your kids. Remember that people are friends with you on Facebook and followers on Twitter and Instagram because of you. They didn't more than likely friend you at the very beginning when you started out on social media. They didn't friend you because of Plexus. They still want to know what's going on with your family. And it's also a really good thing. Continue to post about your personal life and everything so that your Facebook page doesn't start to look like one big Plexus ad. You want to keep personal stuff in there, throw them in every now and again.
Yep. Use your personal Facebook page. We get asked this quite frequently, whether someone should start a business page. I don't think there's anything wrong necessarily with having a business page, but if you think, I'm just going to do a business page and that's the only place I'm going to post Plexus, you're making a huge mistake. So you need to use your personal Facebook page. There was a survey that went around the Plexus Jewels asking how many of them have and do well having a business page. Several of them had one, but not one person, not one jewel recommended it. So I recommend doing all of your posting on your personal Facebook page. And if you are doing what we've told you to do about making sure that you are posting, other things as well, posting about your family, posting about what you're doing, then you're not going to necessarily turn people off. So I do not have a business page. Amber does not have a business page. We don't necessarily think that there's nothing wrong with it, but we don't think that it is necessary.
Sound natural in your posting. Be yourself. Talk as if you would be talking to a friend sitting across the table from you. Sound positive with it for sure, like we talked about earlier, but talk like yourself. Use words and different things. If, I'm not like a super formal person, shocking, I know. I'm not going to make my Facebook posts or any of my Plexus posts really formal or anything like that. I want to continue to sound like myself with an occasional, douse of sarcasm in there and keep it me. I don't want to sound like I'm someone else.
All right. One of my other biggies.
This is huge.
When you see a post, so say that you're friends with me on Facebook. Today I made a post. It was a cute little post with, I guess that was a walrus or something in my picture. And it was really talking about why you may not be losing weight, even if you're dieting and exercising. So say you like that post and you're like, wow, I want my Facebook audience to see that. The worst thing you can do is go down and click share. People do not read things that are shared. I can guarantee it. Think about it. Think when you're scrolling through Facebook and you see that so-and-so shared something, you probably wouldn't read it. Does it only allow 100 people? I think it does.
Yeah, we can only allow 100 people on our calls.
Yeah, sorry about that. I guess some people can't get on.
You guys made the cut.
Yeah, so we're recording it. So we might have to reconsider our Zoom account if our calls keep growing. Awesome. But we are recording it, Ann, so hopefully she can get on through there. So back to hitting the share button. Don't do it. People will not take the time to read it. What you need to do, so say you like the post I made today, you need to copy and paste the wording. You need to save the picture if you're doing it on your phone or your computer, whatever you're doing, and then you just need to go make it your own post. You don't have to give anybody props for it, nothing. You just need to make it your post. Then your audience will read it. Do not click the share button. One more thing about that. I've had people that I've posted things on the Slim Sisters page, on our team page. And so you're like, oh, this is great. And people will actually try to share it from the Slim Sisters page to their personal page. Your audience will not be able to see that because the Slim Sisters page is a private page. So if you try to share it, the only people on your friends list that would be able to see it are people that are also on the Slim Sisters page. So do not ever click the share button. Just copy and paste the post and the picture and make it your own post.
Another thing we forgot to add on here, when Jana, or say you like that post that Jana made this morning, and you want to share it to your friends, don't comment on her post, can I share this? It minimizes the personalization of it. Just, you have permission, just go for it, copy and paste it, and share it as your own. All right, next, don't sound salesy, tell a story. Most people do not want to hear the facts and the statistics. They don't want to hear all that, but you tell them a story of how these products have worked for other people. You post testimonials. That's what's going to get their attention. Post testimonials with a picture, even if it's not a before and after picture. Say, Jana posts a great personal story about her and her family, and you just share a picture of Jana. That would be great.
Yeah.
Let's all do that tomorrow. Let's all share pictures of Jana. Okay. But make sure you don't sound salesy. You don't want your Facebook to look like a big ad, or we keep saying Facebook because that's the primary outlet we use, or your Twitter or Instagram or anything. Tell stories with your Plexus post. Great places that you can go to get testimonials. You can go to YouTube. They're all over YouTube. Search Plexus diabetes, Plexus migraines, Plexus weight loss. They're all over. You can share videos. You can also find them in team pages. You can find them on the what's the
Plexus Journeys.
Plexus Journeys page.
If you are not added to that, then get with your upline. They can add you to that that testimony page.
And then there's another one. We've referenced this before, but plexuspowertools.com. It's $10 a year. It could be some of the best $10 you ever spent on your business. And there's tons of testimonials in there that are all compliance approved, and you can share away.
Yep. All right, this is a big one right here. Maybe we should have started with this one. Don't be scared to post. I talk to people all the time, and one of their biggest regrets is that they were scared to post. They were scared of what everybody was going to think. They were scared of people unfriending them and people saying negative things about it. And I'll just tell you up front, there may be some negativity that comes with it. But I shared last time on our call, or maybe it was a few calls ago, that I've actually had two people who made little snide remarks on some of my posts who actually then ended up joining my team. So don't worry about it. Just go with it. If people, if people say really ugly things, then you just delete their post, delete their comment, and you move on. You do not want to be scared to post. As we said, we're doing a whole call around social media. So if somebody drew a line. So if we're doing this whole call on it, then we are here to tell you that social media is very vital and very important to grow your business. Mm-hmm. So don't be scared to post. All right.
Next one. Whoops. Went too fast. Don't post logos and graphics too much. Every once in a while, and I would even say like once every 2 weeks would be okay to post a graphic or a logo of, here's our ProBio. You just post the ProBio bottle and some statistics about it. Again, stories get people's attention. Testimonials get people's attention. The graphics and logos, for the most part, people scroll right past them. The reason we said use them as fillers is you need to keep posting, like we talked about earlier. Be consistent in your posting. And so if for whatever reason, maybe, you just don't have the time to look for a great testimonial that day or something like that, then for sure, go ahead and post a logo or a graphic and share some facts about it. But make sure not to be posting those constantly, because your wall will look like a big sales ad. Okay. Next slide, be purposeful. Follow people who are successful. That is really, really important. We're going to talk about that in detail a little bit more with some suggestions of people to follow. Next one is plan your posts. We're going to get into that here in just a little bit. Be strategic with your time. Deanna's on her phone, so I'm just talking.
Sorry, I'm reading.
I know. Know your audience in Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Periscope or Facebook Live. These are some of the stuff we're going to be talking about during this call tonight. Now, keep in mind, we're going to reference Facebook a lot because that's the primary outlet that we use for social media in Plexus. That's the primary outlet I use for social media at all. That's not to say you can't have success with the other ones, but a lot of times we'll just say Facebook instead of saying social media. But pretty much everything that we're talking to you guys about tonight can apply to each and every one of them. Okay? So the first one there is follow successful people.
All right, so I think this is really important, and it's one of the things when I first sit down with a new ambassador and I train them. We talked about this last week when we did our new ambassador training call, but one of the very first things I do with them is I talk about people that they need to go and friend or follow. So most of the people that we have mentioned here, you just need to go and push the follow button. A lot of them have already reached their 5,000 friend request. You can only have 5,000 friends on Facebook if you didn't know that. So a lot of them have already reached that. They've already maxed that out. So just hit the follow button. You'll see all their Plexus posts. Some of these are upline. Celeste is, Jen is, Alicia, Beth. So you need to just go follow them. And we threw in a few other people in here that we really enjoy following and get a lot of ideas from. They're all very different. And they post very differently about Plexus, but that's one thing I like about each one of these is that they're different, but it fits their personalities. You can see how they work Plexus into their Facebook posts and how it works for them and how they've grown a business. So I think it's very important to do that. You need to make sure you are getting Plexus people on your friend list and in your follow list. Then we mentioned a few other people in leadership that you should also follow as well. Danny Johnson, John Maxwell, Sarah Robbins, Victor Antonio. For those of you Super Saturday, you saw Victor, and Troy Dooley. A lot of them their posts will be geared towards just network marketing in general. Obviously, John Maxwell is all about leadership, so you're going to get a lot of great things from there as well. But definitely go follow them. If you are not friends with me and Amber, please send us a friend request. If for some reason, I've got quite a few friend requests sitting there, and I want to make sure I leave room for my team. And so if for some reason, I try to make sure I accept anybody that's on my team and friend you. If for some reason I haven't or Amber hasn't, just let us know. Send us a message. Be like, hey, I'm on your team. Accept my friend request, and we definitely will.
You are so popular.
So, you are Amber. So make sure that, we want to be friends with you as well. And you are more than welcome to not click the share button, but to copy and paste anything that we do post.
All right, next one, plan your posts. There's a couple different ways you can do this. As you're scrolling through Facebook or through Twitter or wherever you may be looking, you may find some really good posts from people. Say in one day you find 10 or 12 really good posts. Well, we don't recommend sharing all 10 or 12 of those in one day. You will greatly annoy some people out there. So something that I do from time to time is I will Facebook message post to myself. That sounds a little sad that I Facebook message myself, but that's what I do. And I just save the text. I copy the text from the post that I liked. I take the picture, I save it to my computer, and I message it to myself. Another thing that you can do is you can save posts to your phone in the notes section of your phone. And then, I mean, most of us always have our phone with us. So then if you're thinking, man, I need to make a Plexus post today, you have it right there with you. Change up the time of the day that you post. Don't always post at, 8 a.m. and 2 p.m. People are on Facebook at different times of the day. Depending on when you post, different people are going to see post. Use Twitter or Instagram. A great thing you can do, we'll talk about this a little bit more later, is link your Facebook account with your Twitter account and with your Instagram account. If you go to my Twitter account, you will see a lot of Plexus stuff, a lot of personal stuff too, but it's all linked to my Facebook. Occasionally I get on Twitter and I'll post I'll just tweet about Plexus or about personal stuff, but most of the time it's just shared from my Facebook account. Don't just post Plexus. We talked about this earlier. Make sure you're also posting personal stuff in there. And then there's different websites you can go to. I just listed Hootsuite here as one of them. When the call is over and we turn on the chat feature, some of y'all can holler out to other people which ones you may use. Hootsuite is a website you can go to. You can just Google it. You can actually plug posts into this website. It'll link to your Facebook page, and you can tell it when to post what. So say you liked Jana's Facebook post this morning that she was talking about, and you want to post that tomorrow at 6 a.m., but you don't get out of bed till 7 a.m. You can actually have that set up to post for you at 6 a.m. Tuesday morning, and it will. It's a great tool to use if you're really, really busy throughout the day, if you're a teacher or you just have a really busy job and maybe you just don't have time to sit down and do your post.
All right, so you want to be very strategic with your time. We all are limited on our time, and so we want to use our time really wisely when we are working our business. So one of the first pieces of advice I would give you is to plan your scroll time, but set a timer. So you guys all know you can sit down and get sucked into the Facebook world. You can get sucked into it a little, the next thing you know, you're like, I've been sitting on here for an hour doing absolutely nothing but scrolling.
You're like on your husband's, cousins, sisters.
Yeah, looking at their vacation pictures. So you want to be careful with that because obviously that's not income producing activity. So I think it's a great idea to set a timer and say, I'm going to sit down here. I'm going to allow myself 15 minutes and do this. All right, so make notes during your scroll time. So I do this a lot. I'll be scrolling. I'll be like, ooh, I like that post, but I don't really need another post for today. So I'll make a note of it. I'll either a lot of times I'll take a screenshot of the post so I can remember whose to go back and find, and I'll save it in my notes, or I'll email it to myself and keep a separate little folder for Plexus posts. Something like that. Copy and paste the wording and save the picture and save it in your notes, whatever works best for you, but make notes during that time. Plan be active time. Oh, sorry, we got behind here. Go to people's pages who have inquired about Plexus, even if it was forever ago, and like or comment on what they post. But keep this time too. But it's very important that you do that. Mm-hmm. The way Facebook works, if you do not like or comment on someone's post for a long time, you'll still be friends with them, but they will no longer pop up in your news feed, and you will no longer pop up in their news feed. So one of the best things you can do is make sure you're just doing life with these people. Make sure you're commenting on their kiddos' pictures. Make sure you're commenting on all those snow pictures you're seeing right now. Like we keep talking about, they were your friends before Plexus. So still be their friend after Plexus. There's a time to put your business hat on while you're doing Facebook, and then there's a time, like we said, this is just, hey, we're just buddies on Facebook, and I want to comment on your post. Remember, scrolling aimlessly through Facebook isn't network marketing. I've had people that are like, I worked 2 hours in my business today. Well, what did you do? Well, when it comes down to it, they scroll through Facebook for 2 hours looking for posts and liking posts. That's not really income-producing activity. All right, next slide. Know your audience. This is really important. It is important to know who you're talking to. So a great way to do this is, like Jana was talking earlier,
Stay friends with these people. Find out what their needs are. Find out, if someone's just posted, I'm, struggling with another migraine. That might be a really good day to post a migraine testimonial. Know who you're talking to. Know what their needs are. Know who is watching. Watch who likes your post. Watch who comments on your post. If someone likes or comments on one of your Plexus posts, something that I do to get a conversation going, I'll just send them a quick Facebook message and just say, hey, thank you so much for liking my Plexus post. That's really encouraging. I have never one time had anyone ignore that. They always respond to me, and we're able to get a conversation started. Notice I didn't all of a sudden just pounce on them and go, you need Plexus because you liked my post. I want to try to get a conversation going with them. Know what they want to see. Watch what is liked and commented on. We just mentioned about that. And know who you are reaching on Instagram, on Facebook, and on Twitter. This kind of goes along the lines of what Jana was just talking about. Stay friends with these people. Know what's going on in their lives. Know what, if they have certain ailments that Plexus could help them with, try to stay connected to that. And in doing that, it's not so I can just make another Plexus sale. Truly pray that you have empathy for these people first and foremost, and then present something to them that could help them. Like we said on one of our very first slides, don't be afraid to share. We have products that can truly change people's lives. And so many people on this call, y'all's lives have been changed. Do you want to add anything to this?
I think we're good.
Okay, on these next couple slides, there's going to be a lot of information. So just stick with us.
Yep. All right. We've already hit this once, and it's in here twice because it's that important. Do not hit the share button. Do not hit the share button. Do not hit the share button. Hope you guys get that point. Post 3 to 4 times a day. But when we say post 3 to 4 times a day, that does not mean to post Plexus 3 to 4 times a day. That means that you just need to post 3 to 4 times a day. My rule of thumb is for every 2 to 3 personal posts, post a Plexus post. So you want it to feel natural. You want it to feel genuine. So post 3 to 4 times a day, and then make sure 1 or 2 of those is a Plexus post. Read comments on questions in good Plexus groups. So you guys are in a bunch of team pages. You're in groups. Go through. When I first got started, that was one of the ways I learned a lot, was getting on those groups, scrolling way down, a few months, past, and reading things that people have posted and reading the comments on there. You're going to learn a lot doing it that way. Be in as many groups as you can. If you want your business to grow, then you need to be on all the team pages you can possibly be on. And I will tell you, we recommend you be on Destination Diamond page. You want to be on Team Anderson page. That's Beth Anderson's page. You want to be on Journey to Jim's page. That's Alicia McKee's page. You want to be on Sunday Superstars. That's Sunday Anderson's page. And then our page is the Slim Sisters. So make sure you're on those pages. If you're not, then your upline should be able to help you with that and get you added to those pages. Lots and lots of great business information, great product information is posted there. So you want to be on there so that you can learn. Comment on other people's posts. This is something in that new success guide, talking about whenever, here I actually have it right here in front of me. What it says is, did you know that once you get at least 3 comments under a post, it becomes a thread in your friends' news feeds? The more you engage your friends, the further your message will spread. So I've noticed, I posted this right after Super Saturday. I posted that, and I've noticed you guys are doing so wonderful about it. It doesn't even matter if all you comment is like, that's awesome, or I love this. Whatever it is, when it can get 3 comments on it, it will push that person's post up into their friends' news feeds. So when they can get 3 on there. So if you see somebody hanging in there with 2 comments, please comment on their Plexus post. That will help them out, and they'll do the same for you. Okay. Use the search function. Oh my goodness. I don't guess there's a way. Can we show them how to do that?
Yeah.
Let's move the screen to come back over to us so you guys can see this.
Hey people. We see y'all now.
And I want to show you how you do this. Okay?
Hold on just a second.
All right.
Share screen. Here we go. Oh, do you want to show it on your phone or on?
Let me show it on my phone because most
okay.
people are on their phone. Okay, I'm just going to show you real quick on my phone. Okay, so here I am. Okay, hang on. Okay, so here I am on my newsfeed. I'm going to show it to you. Oh my gosh. Okay, here we are right here. I think Ashley Potter's post, I don't know if Ashley's on here or not, but she's the first post that popped up. Okay, so you guys will see up here, there's a little search box, right? You guys, if you have the Facebook app on your phone, you should have a little search box that literally has a magnifying glass and says the word search. So today, Ann Scahill, she was working, and she said, can you do some research for me? Can you search plexus and diverticulitis? I said, well, yes, ma'am, I can. So all I did, I went to that search box, I typed in plexus, and I typed in diverticulitis. I hit enter or hit search, and all of a sudden, stories started popping up, not even people that I'm friends with, not people that I follow with. It literally is like the Google of Facebook. You can do this on your computer. If you're on your computer, you can use the search feature. So say you're wanting a testimony of someone with plexus and headaches. You can go in and you can type plexus and you can type headaches, and you will start finding people that have posted about how plexus has helped them with their headaches. So it is a huge tool. I mean, huge, easy tool to use to find testimonies and find other posts. You can go in, type in inflammation, plexus inflammation, and all of a sudden you will start seeing testimonies. You can start scrolling through and find one that works for you. So use that search function. It's just basically the Google of Facebook.
Okay.
All right. Facebook does not show everyone everything. You need to drum up attention so that people will see your post. So this is kind of what we were talking about. You need to make sure you are commenting on your non-plexus people's friends, your non-plexus friends post and what they're posting on Facebook. You need to make sure you're commenting on it. And then you need to help out your plexus people by commenting on their posts. One of the things you can do, which I don't think we put this in here, you can actually there's a video that's on the Slim Sisters page, and if anyone's interested, I can find it and try to bump it up to the top of the page. It's how to make a non-plexus friend list. So you're not getting rid of any friends, by no means. You're just making a group of all your non-plexus people. So you put them, they don't know that you put them into a group. They don't get any notification. You just start this basic, I think it's called a group. Mm-hmm. So you put them over in this group, and every day when you get on Facebook and you're like, I want to see what's going on in my non-plexus friends world, you click on that group, and everybody that you put into that group, it will show up their posts for that day. So it's a great way to very quickly go through and see all your non-plexus people and comment on their posts and engage with them. So like I said, that the video on how to do that, how to create that group, is on the Slim Sisters page, and we can bump that up to the top. If someone will remind me when the call's over, I can bump that up to the top. Stay positive always. Oh, wait. Okay, hang on. I missed one. Always be increasing your friend base. I skipped several. So this is really important. When you're out in public and you meet someone, and maybe plexus comes up, because it will. If you're wearing your plexus gear, and if you're, it's just everyday life. You're talking to someone and something comes up about how they're struggling to lose weight or something happens, then you want to be able to connect with them. One of the best ways you can connect with them is by saying, hey, you mind if I friend you on Facebook? Some people would rather you do that than say, hey, can I have your name and phone number? And so if you just give them your business card, then all you've done is they have your information. But if you friend them on Facebook, then you have a way to contact them, and they have a way to contact you. Plus, they then start seeing all your plexus posts. Okay? So that's one way to increase your friend base. The other thing, I tell this story, I've told it several times. Those who've been around probably are tired of it, but Tracy Oates, a friend of mine, just went Emerald last month. Her largest leg, I shouldn't say that. Amber hates when I say strongest leg. It's not a large leg. Her strongest leg is from a girl that she did not even know, but she friended on Facebook. What happened was Tracy was going through, and she saw that, you know how it pops up and it says people you may know? She had heard a tip to scroll through those and see if there's anybody, who do you have that Facebook has recommended that maybe you have a lot of friends in common with. She saw a girl named Penny, and her and Penny had a lot of mutual friends from college. Well, come to find out, her and Penny were never at the same they went to the same college, but never at the same time. So, but they had lots of mutual friends from that college. So she friended her. And what do you know? A couple months later, Penny came to Tracy and said, hey, I want you to tell me more about this Plexus. It is Tracy's strongest leg now. Somebody she did not even know on Facebook, but she friended her as a result of that, people you may know. So go through there. You might want to, make sure nobody looks too creepy or anything, and then friend some of those people because you don't know what's going to come as a result of that. All right. And here's another thing. Don't just comment on people's posts. We already talked about that. It's very important that you actually comment. Post about your family and activities too. We already talked about this a lot.
You'll notice some of these things are repeated. That's because they're really important.
Yes. And stay positive. Nobody wants to join a Debbie Downer. Be positive. It doesn't mean you have to be fake, but you want to not be, you guys all know, we probably all have that friend on Facebook that we're like, oh goodness, what's she going to complain about today? Make sure that your About section has Plexus info. If you go to mine, it says Sapphire Ambassador with Plexus Worldwide. Please post that you're Plexus Ambassador in your, it's your About section. Please make sure you have that in there that you are a Plexus Ambassador. Use hashtags. They're a great tool. You can constantly be putting, do you have any advice on hashtags? Because I'm not a great hashtag.
Yeah. Something that I do is I have a hashtag that's plexuswithamberlivesey.com, and I have to spell out all those words. It's kind of long. But I can then tell people to search that hashtag, and when they search it, all of my posts are going to come up. You can also type, Plexus Works. That could be your hashtag. Anytime someone searches Plexus Works or they click on Plexus Works, every post that has that hashtag in it is going to come up. It's a great resource to use on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. Okay, moving right along. Connect your Facebook with your Twitter account. We talked about that earlier. Follow lots of people on Twitter. Most of the time, they will follow you back. Twitter is very different from Facebook. On Facebook, when you friend someone, you are friends with that person. They are friends with you. Twitter, you can be a little bit ruder to people if you want to be. They can follow you, and you don't have to follow them back. Most of the time, people will follow you back. So follow lots of new people out there on Twitter, and most of the time they'll follow you back. Get creative with your tweets. They have to be 140 characters or less. I love it when I see a tweet about Plexus that really gets my attention. I know someone used some creativity in that. A lot of times pictures get my attention on Twitter more than anything else because you don't see them a ton. So post those too. Link your Facebook with your Instagram account. Same exact thing as we were talking about with Twitter. Instagram, everything you put then, every picture you post will be posted on both. Instagram is a much younger audience. Instagram is just all about posting pictures and getting likes and comments on pictures. That's all that it is. Now, when you post that picture, you can put a caption. So if you post, I've seen one being circulated a lot. My friend Claire Watson, who's about to pop with her baby on Wednesday at 2:12 p.m.
Something like that, yes.
She did a great post just the other day about she had a picture with it, and the picture is what got your attention. Because her now picture, she's pregnant, but she looks better now than she did in her before picture. So Instagram's all about posting pictures, so that would be a really good one to post because you know that it already got a lot of traction and a lot of attention on Facebook. So post that, and then you can post the caption that Claire put with it. If you're going to do Periscope, I think, this is my opinion, you need to do it on a regular basis. When I see someone just randomly doing a Periscope, and I've never watched them very much before, they've never popped up that I've seen one before. I don't know why, but I'm not really engaged with it. Other people that post Periscopes quite often is really fun. For those of you that don't know, Periscope is a live video app. So I could be Periscoping this right now. Hey, we could have done that for the people that couldn't get on our Zoom call. I could be Periscoping this right now, and you could be watching it live on your computer or your phone or whatever. There's also a new thing out there called Facebook Live. Leave people wanting more in your Periscopes. Let them get just enough Plexus that they're going to want to watch your next Periscope. Do Plexus Q&A on Periscope. I love that. People can type questions to you in the chat features. You can also block people on there if anybody gets too crude or anything. Use Facebook Live. I think this is more effective than Periscope because your whole entire Facebook audience is already at your disposal. Periscope, you kind of have to build a whole new audience and follow people, and they have to follow you back. Facebook Live, when someone that you're friends with on Facebook goes live, you'll get a notification that, I think Randa did one this morning, Randa Blackley, about how to swallow pills, teaching your kids how to swallow pills. And then after Randa went live, her video was then put on her Facebook page. Susie and Chris McCall do these a lot. I've seen Celeste Gwynn do them quite often. So I think it can be a really good tool. It's very, very new. And to do it, you just go like you're going to post a status update on Facebook. This is how I know to do it on the iPhone anyhow, where it says what's on your mind. You click on that, you open that, and then there's a little icon right next to your location settings with a little guy, and he looks like he has little halos around him. That's Facebook Live.
Does
so
everybody have this now? I know
a lot of people have it.
If
now.
you don't have it yet, you should be getting it from Facebook. People
and if you don't, it's not the end of the world. But I do think Facebook Live can be pretty effective.
Yeah.
People can comment to you right then in real time. You can see who's watching your video. So say you post a video and the word Plexus is in the title of your video. You can see who's watching that video live. You can know who you want to follow up with. So I think it can probably be more effective than Periscope. I think, in my opinion, Facebook might have just put Periscope out of business when they came out with Facebook Live.
Yeah.
But anyways.
Okay, so we're going to kind of draw this to a close. I hope we've helped you. I hope we've helped just give those of you that maybe you are, new to Plexus. We've helped giving you some tools on how to get started, how to post, what not to post. And, the thing about that, the thing you have to remember is that stories is what will get people's attention. You want to make sure you're posting testimonies, posting people's stories. You want to share your story as often as you can in however many ways as you can share it. What is Plexus doing for you? Amber and I always use the analogy, if you passed up the donuts at work this morning, make sure you post about it if that was something unusual for you. If, whatever it is that Plexus is helping you with, make sure you tell your Facebook audience about it because they're going to want to know because they're your friends. So use it wisely. Figure out where to find some great testimonies, where to find great stories. That's going to be from people that you follow. Okay.
We changed that in the other way.
Okay, so this has some.
My bad, you guys. My bad.
This has some typos in it.
It's kind of funny, though.
It is funny. Social media can be your best friend in network marketing in today's day and age.
Now, let me kind of explain what I mean by that before we get into all the typos. We live in 2016. Social media is a huge way how people communicate now. So we can look back 20 years ago and see how people did network marketing then. And it's going to look entirely different than what we do now. What they did back then, I think, still works, but you have to recognize that social media is how a lot of people communicate, how they keep in contact with people. So if you're on this call and the off chance that you're not on Facebook, you don't have any social media set up, I highly recommend you do it. So I'm going to talk about my typo. I was trying to hurry and finish this up. So yes, it says whoever. It's just a tool. It's
whoever.
It's supposed to be however. It's just a tool. And then it's supposed to say, it cannot and will not do the work for you. I legit have dyslexia, so cut me some slack. Remember, nothing beats a phone call. Passion has a voice. Let them hear it. What people were doing years and years ago with network marketing was picking up the phone and just cold calling people and then following up with other, with people that they've called earlier. That still works. Nothing beats a phone call. Don't be tempted to hide behind your Facebook, to hide behind your computer screen. Sometimes you got to put the Facebook down, close the Facebook app and actually open the phone app, which is a little awkward for some people. A lot of people don't use their cell phones for phones anymore. But sometimes that's what we need to do. And one thing we didn't talk about is when sending messages on social media. A great tool to use is the Facebook Messenger and the voice feature. I use this all the time. It's quicker, and people are going to hear your voice, which is so huge. It's so much better than just sending text. So it's in the Facebook Messenger app. It's just a voice feature. A little microphone will pop up. You can send a 1-minute message. And then if you need to send more than a minute, then you do like we do and send like 8 messages. So anyways, we have some time here. Let's go ahead and open up the chat feature.
And let me mention,
go ahead.
I want to mention just one thing, a couple things here. One thing we're going to make sure we are going to put this on the files tab, so make sure you go back through this.
I'll fix the typos first.
Yes, we'll fix the typos. Secondly, we are going to bump up that post about how to make a Facebook group, a non-Plexus Facebook group.
Facebook list. That's what it's
called.
List.
They're called lists. That's what it's called. I knew it was called something else. And then thirdly, we are going to post another video when we hang up here, all about, it's not long. It's like 4 or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
About having really good social media posture and what that means and how to do it. So please take the time to watch that video. It's really, really good, really powerful. We have trouble sharing videos on Zoom, so it doesn't always work right, and you guys will be able to see it right. So we will post that on the Slim Sisters page as well. All right, so let's see what questions we have. Scroll down. I don't think it's, I know it's, go that way.
Okay. What is your favorite icebreaker when someone comments on a Plexus post or messages you and asks for more info? What's a brief response that is informative enough, not pushy, but draws them in? Do you want to go? Do you want me to go?
Okay, so when someone comments on a Plexus post or message you and asks for info, the worst thing you can do is bombard them with information. I've done that. What was it that Lori Harrison said? Like, you ticker pounce on them. You don't want to do that. You'll scare them off. They're just in it to have a conversation with you, and then they might make a decision to buy, and they may not at this point. Whereas sometimes we can get too aggressive and we want to I got somebody that I want to get on my team. So we need to be very careful how we handle that. The best thing you can do is just get a conversation going with them. One of my favorite responses is if they've messaged me and they've said, tell me more about Plexus, I respond to them with a question. If you can always end with a question, you're more likely to get a response. So always end your conversations with people with a question. And, I'll just write back and say, well, hey, Sue, tell me a little bit more. What is it that you're looking for? Are you looking for, is there a health issue that you're dealing with? Are you interested maybe in the business side of Plexus? Tell me more about what you're wanting. I always throw in there the business side, because sometimes you would be surprised that people will come back and say, well, now that you say that, I might be a little bit interested in the business side of Plexus. So you've opened the door to talk to them a little bit about the business. Okay. So, yes, you definitely do not want to come across as being pushy, but you just want to get a conversation going. You want to find out why they are interested in Plexus. And then that's going to help you know where to direct the conversation. So make sure that's what you're doing. It's the same as if someone, comments on any other post on your Facebook page. You just want a conversation with them. That's all you want. You do not want to bombard them. Let them lead the conversation. Let them ask the questions as far as, to help direct you on where to go.
So what should I tell someone that I noticed shared my post instead of copy and paste? If it's someone in my downline, if it's someone, I normally just private message them and tell them, hey, you probably shouldn't share that, especially if there's someone in my downline. I want them to have all of this at their disposal. But I will message them and just tell them, hey, just a suggestion that I've learned along the way with Plexus, don't share my post. Instead, copy and paste it, save the picture, and post it as your own status. Please repeat, before I forget, real quick, in the new success kits, this book, Let's Get You Started, what it's called? Yep. There's a whole chapter about social media, and it is so good. So very good. If you haven't gotten your success kit yet, they're going to be available very soon in your back office. They're $16.99. So $17, and they come with all sorts of stuff, including bracelets.
Yeah, all kinds of stuff, not just this guide.
Yeah, but there's a whole chapter in here about social media and online success.
Yeah.
Success. Please repeat. Who should we follow?
Destination Diamond Dream Team. You can't follow. Okay. Two different things here. Destination Diamond Dream Team is a team page. Someone would have to add you to that page. Your upline would have to add you to that page. So I'll give you those team pages, and then I'll tell you, we can go back to the slide of who you should follow. The people that you should, the teams, Amber's going to type them on here, is Destination Diamond Dream Team. Destination Diamond, you should follow Team Anderson. Not follow, sorry. Be added to Team Anderson. Journeys to Gym. Gyms, I think, yep. Sunday Superstars. And Slim Sisters. And then obviously what other team pages do you have? That's just where we stop. So those are the team pages you should be on. If you are working your business, you need to be on those team pages. Okay, so people that you should follow. Who all did we say? You want to just go back to that slide?
Yeah, hold on.
So we don't have to type it back on here.
I don't remember which slide.
We'll put it on the we're going to put this on the files tab. So
do you want to look at it real quick?
Sure, we can look at it if you guys want to see.
Hold on, real quick. Let's go back here.
It was one of the first ones right there. All right, Celeste Gwynn, Sarah Marble, Jen Hawkins, Sonia Dudley, Wendy Larson, Alicia McKee, Beth Anderson, Brenda Martin, Christy Hall, Aaron Zimmerman. Those are just some we thought of off the top of our head. When you see on those team pages people being praised, when you see people, like, oh my goodness, this girl's rocking it. She just signed new ambassadors, or this girl has huge PV this month. That's people you want to go friend. Plexus ambassadors are very friendly people, and they will accept your friend request. And so you want to make sure when you see people that are being really successful with Plexus, go friend them. Mm-hmm. They're doing something right on their Facebook page. I can almost guarantee it. So you want to see what they're doing on there.
How do you handle those attempts to debunk Plexus? We got one of those while we were on the Zoom call.
Yes, we did. You don't.
You don't. I just leave them alone and know that their perception of me isn't who I am. And I can't change their perception of me or what I'm doing. They don't understand what I'm doing, and that's okay. They may one day, but I mean, I've got 2 people on my team right now. I was, I don't know if they're on this call, Cher and Trisha. I was doing a training with them today, and Cher was showing me a text message that she'd sent a friend of hers in 2013 all about how much she hated Plexus post. And now she's my level 2 ambassador, and she's doing really, really well. So it's not to say they might not come around, but don't waste your time on them too terribly much. Because a lot of times they just don't get it, and that's okay. And I think, this is my personal opinion, I think a lot of times there's some jealousy involved that they maybe don't want to admit to. And there's some stuff going on up in their head that they got to get straightened out.
Yeah, first. And we're mainly talking right now people that are just leaving negative remarks, ugly remarks. If someone is trying to bash our products and they're saying that, they're saying inaccurate information about our products, please go to your upline. If they need to come to us, we will help you find the accurate information that you need to give them accurate information so that maybe they will stop doing that. I will tell you though, if someone's making the time and effort to maybe make a negative comment to you or send you a negative comment, you're probably not going to change their perspective. They've already taken the time to write it up and send you whatever they're going to send you. And for those of you that are new, I don't want to scare you as well. I don't know that I've ever had a message directed to me like really negative, like, I can't believe you're doing this. I've had a few really kind of smart aleck remarks on some posts. Once you get growing though,
sorry about those.
Yeah. Once you get growing and once they see you actually being successful, those become very few and far between. So people are going to test you in the beginning. They're going to see if you're really serious about Plexus and if you really believe that the products are that good, and if you really believe the business is something worth doing. So, but I mean, most of the time, honestly, I try to leave people alone.
Amanda's question was, can you post on Facebook and have it post to your Instagram, or does it have to be posted on Instagram to post on Facebook? I'm pretty sure you can do either one. I may not be the exact person to answer that question, but I'm pretty sure you can set it up either way. I'll find out for sure.
The new success kits, that's a really good question, Anne. I'm going to see if I can find out for you. Maybe while we're still on this call. Let me see what I can find.
Where do you get your Plexus clothing? You mean like my shoulder have one? There are several different Facebook groups, Plexus Swag, Plexus, what are some of the names of them? If y'all know names of them, just holler them out in the chat feature. Several Plexus Spirit. There's also some stuff in our back office that you can purchase from corporate. I've gotten some stuff at different events before, but I've gotten most of my stuff through either different Facebook groups or Etsy people. Etsy's a great resource to find stuff like that. Just go to Etsy and search Plexus and you'll find all sorts of stuff. There you go. Terry Paxton put in Plexus swag.
Yay.
On Etsy. I love Etsy.
I do too.
I could seriously waste a lot of time and money on Etsy. I have wasted time and money on Etsy.
I'm looking for
Lynn's Little Ladybugs on Facebook.
Yeah. No, it's really cute. Yeah.
Check out the sizes. Check out how the sizes run though. Okay. Anybody else have any other questions? If not, we're going to start asking you all questions. Dun, dun, dun. Anybody? Terry has a question. You know, Terry, I was just looking at you and I could tell Terry has a question.
Can I unmute? Because I'd rather.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, I want to know more about Facebook Live. Like you mentioned that you can put a title on your Facebook Live video. You also said, I'm curious, how do we get notifications that somebody is, do we have to be on Facebook currently to get a notification that Amber is doing her Facebook Live?
I don't think so. And if, give me some more time and I'll learn a little bit more about it. I really think it notifies you. I mean, it's so new. I think it came out maybe last week or week before. I think it notifies you when it's someone that you have a lot of communication with, which is another great reason to comment and like on other people's things. That's the impression I'm getting anyhow by who I've been notified. I guess I could try one now and see who all gets a notification. Hold on one second.
Periscope, you get that little sound.
Yeah.
So
No, there's a few people that I know on Facebook Live, and I actually get a little thing that pops up, hey, that says so-and-so is live.
We're doing a Facebook Live right now. Did anybody get a notification that I just went live?
Yeah, Robin said it says that so-and-so is live now. And there's a few people that I know that do them, and I get a little notification.
I have one viewer.
Oh,
I have 4 viewers.
Who is it? Is it
6 viewers. Okay, sorry, you guys. I digress.
Are you going to keep talking on that?
I don't know. I kind of want to.
How do you do the title?
Okay, I'll show you guys. Hold on. Oops.
And see, when she did that, it popped up in my not in my newsfeed, but on my notifications. Amber Lee Livesey is live now, and it says quote unquote Zoom call.
Okay, so I go, and then it posts that on my page, so you guys are posted there. Okay, so I'm going to go right up here to where I'm going to act like you can't see that very well, can you? There, I'll hold it right there. To where I'm going to act like I'm going to write a status. I click on that. Right here, there's this little guy. I don't know if you can see him. The screen, so can you see anything? Can you see that little icon, Terry? With the little guy and the halos around his head? Yeah, you have it. You have it right there. It's that last icon on the right. You click on that. You then can describe your video. You type in a title. And then you push go live and your video will go live. And it will notify, the way I'm understanding it, and I could be wrong on this, but it will notify people that you're in pretty good communication with. And yeah, so it's a lot like Periscope. It's pretty much just like Periscope. The main difference is, and this is why I said I think it's maybe put Periscope out of business, is your Facebook audience is right there at your disposal, number one. Number two, that video is then going to stay on your Facebook wall. I mean, you can go ahead and delete it if you want to, but I'll probably delete that one. But that video is going to stay on your Facebook wall for people to see later. So, I mean, I think it could be a really cool. Oh, Vicki Brown Halbert is live now. And it's going to show Vicki when I go to watch her video, it's going to show her that I'm on there watching her now, and I can type questions to her and stuff like that.
Yeah, awesome. I love that we're all on our phones right now trying to figure all this out. So fun.
Anybody else have any other questions? If you do, feel free just to unmute and ask away. She's just filming her dog.
It's cute.
I could film your crazy dogs.
Oh. You're crazy.
All right. If we don't have any more questions, we'll go ahead. Oh, do we have a question?
Yeah, some people don't. They're just sporadically giving it to people. So you should have it soon. If you don't yet, you one day will probably just wake up and have it.
Anybody else? Keeps going.
Yeah, you have to do the Facebook update. If you need, if it says your Facebook needs to update, then you need to do that.
All right, we'll go ahead and close this out. Let me get over here. Charlotte, would you like to close us in a word of prayer, please? And we'll go ahead and end this. And then if anybody does have any more questions, just stick around. We'll stay on for just a few more minutes. But we'll go ahead and close it out for those of you that need to go. I know it's 10 o'clock on the East Coast. So y'all can go and everybody go do a Facebook Live. We'll watch it real quick. And then y'all can go to bed. Go ahead, Charlotte.
Father God, thank you for Jana and Amber and their willingness to pour into us, their team. I thank you for this great information, Father. I just pray that you would impress it upon our hearts and minds, that it would come to mind when we need it, and that you would help us to follow you and grow our business and help people with their health issues and change their lives for the better. Thank you, Father, for your love and your guidance. And I love you and thank you in Jesus' name. Amen.
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 Bye, guys. Y'all are awesome. Who's Sweet was one. There's also, okay, hang on. Let me think of the other ones.
There's one that starts with a B.
Uh,
For those of y'all that are still on here, what are the names of some of the programs that will post on Facebook?
Who's Sweet's the one that I have. There's, what is it?
Tiny Torch.
Tiny Torch. That's the one a lot of people use. A lot of people use Tiny Torch. Yep. Tiny Torch. I'll type it on here.
Man, I saw a lot of new people on this call. That's exciting.
Buffer. Yes, I know Claire uses Buffer. Buffer's
that's
another
nice.
one that you can use. Yep. Those are great.
What a beautiful voice she has.
Doesn't she? Charlotte, you do have a pretty voice. Are you a singer, Charlotte? You could be like a speaker for like commercials or something. You have a very soothing voice.
Really?
You could be like, hi, my name is Charlotte. Thank you for listening to 94.9 KL.
No, you could be like one of those people that, like the audiobooks. You could do like audiobooks, Charlotte.
Really?
We are Facebook friends with Christy and Becky Carr. Jana graduated high school with Becky Carr.
I did. How do you know her? Who is this?
Maury.
Yeah. Tell us, Maury, how you know Christy and Becky Carr. Okay, so their brother
Greg.
is, oh, okay, yeah, Greg. Greg graduated with our brother.
Your voice got real high when you said that.
I didn't sound like Charlotte.
Oh, yeah, Greg!
Okay, compliance. That is a whole nother video, and it is fixing to come out. I'm actually probably tomorrow going to post a little information about compliance. You notice we did not cover it tonight. That is because Amber and I will be going to a Jules training the end of February. When we go to that Jules training, there will be a heavy emphasis on compliance. There's actually some things coming out that we're going to be like, oh goodness, we can't post this. But then there's actually some really, really cool things coming out. I don't know if you watched Rebecca Davis's video the other day. They are, I think we can tell, they are doing some scientific studies and research right now on our products so that we have scientific backing so that when we do post these things on Facebook, right now, we can't, there's certain things we can't say. We have to be a little careful about posting names of diseases and posting, like the word fibromyalgia or things like that. We have to be careful. You can get on there and talk about that you were in terrible pain. You could say something like that, but using actual words, they're a little bit picky about. But they are doing some testing right now to have the scientific backing so that then we can post that stuff. So it is not done. I don't know when it'll be done, but that actually is exciting. But I'm going to be posting a video tomorrow about how to change your wording. So it'll probably actually be in 2 videos. But one of them, Ami Darling, really has a video out now that really teaches us how to tell our story in a way that's compliant. So instead of saying that you had migraines, you need to talk about that you had terrible headaches. You can say that, but you can't say the word migraine. Does that make sense? Nothing's going to happen to you right now. If you do, no one's going to disown you from Plexus or anything like that. The very worst thing that could happen right now is that compliance would come to you and say, please take down your post. No biggie if that happens. I don't know if very many people that's happened to, but things are coming down. As Plexus grows and we make a name for ourselves, we want to be very careful with is it the FTC? Mm-hmm. Yeah. We want to be very careful with them that we don't get our company in any type of trouble. We want Plexus to be around for our grandkids, right? So we have to be careful. So just know we purposely didn't include information on it because we will probably end up having a whole nother call with you guys about compliance once we find out more information. But in the meantime, I do have a video that I wanted to wait till we did this call, but it'll probably go up tomorrow. A video, just a little bit of how to share your story and do it in a compliant way. Okay, questions? So Maury, I hope I'm saying your name right. So whose team are you on? I think it's so cool when things like that happen.
I know, I do too.
What a small world. On here? Is it Maury or Mari? Is she still on here? Oh, there she is.
Yeah, she's right there.
That is so cool. How funny is that? That's awesome.
It's Mari.
Mari, okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, I graduated with Becky. Our brother graduated with Greg. So, yeah.
Vicky graduated with Greg.
Vicky graduated with Greg. Vicky Helbert up there. Well, I don't think Greg actually graduated from GCA. He left and went to public school like after 10th grade or something like that. But, yeah, we grew up with all of them.
Cool.
So, yeah, that's really cool.
Emily Shanks, are you still on here? If you are, just unmute and holler. I mean, maybe don't holler, but.
I don't see her.
Oh, well, that's okay.
So how's everybody doing? Is everybody doing good? Had a good day? Anybody had anything exciting happen today?
No, it was just a typical Monday at work. Yeah, exactly.
You got told you had a beautiful voice. I think
I did. That was awesome.
You do have a pretty voice.
Good. Tell my preschoolers that.
Yeah, David West, I saw that you found out you don't need surgery, so that's good. That's an answered prayer. That's awesome. I'm happy for you, David. Yay! She has a beautiful heart to go with her pretty voice. Wow, Charlotte, this is your night, girl. You better soak it up.
# we love Charlotte.
You have heat as well. Oh, yeah, I did see that too. Your heat had it gone out, right? Had it gone out, or am I thinking of someone else?
Yeah, my furnace went out.
That's right. Yeah, that's not good.
That sounds terrible.
So I had portable heaters in the bedrooms and the kitchen, the living room. It was like going through a freezer.
Oh my gosh, that would be crazy.
It's a whole lot better now.
Is anybody on our team still all snowed in?
Oh, I think there's a bunch of people.
Who's on here that's all snowed in? Yeah, we're in Texas. We're not snowed in. I actually wish we were snowed in. I totally wish we were snowed in.
Still using 4-wheel drives.
I know. I would love that. I don't know when Texas is getting any winter. I think it's supposed to get it back up in the 80s by the end of this week.
I thought it was supposed to get colder.
Somebody told me today it was beautiful today, but it did not feel like January.
Mm-mm.
I mean, it was gorgeous, but it felt like it was like March or April.
On Sunday, our high is 76 degrees.
Oh my God.
I know you guys in the cold states are like, yeah, that would be awesome, but we want some winter.
But we're not going to complain about it on Facebook.
No, we're not. Bye, Linda Brown. Love you. Born and raised in Nebraska.
Never snowed in.
You can come visit. I might come visit. Where are you, VSP 5469? I don't know who that is.
That's so strategic.
It finally reached 40s.
Wait, who's VSP 5469?
I can't see you.
Oh, it's Julie King. She's right there.
It's you, Julie? There you are.
Forever now, I'm going to refer to you as VSP 5469. If I see you in person, hello, VSP. It's like you're a robot on Star Wars or something.
VSP 5469. That's funny. Oh, there you go. Ooh.
Maybe we should stop making fun of
Sounds fancy.
police involved. All right, guys, if we don't have any more questions, we're going to hop off. But if y'all have any questions, message us on Facebook, and we'll be posting this in the Slum Sisters page. And Claire will be looking at you Wednesday at 2:12 p.m. to pop out that baby. All right. Well, wait. Before we go, we only have 25 people left. We're doing another Zoom call next Tuesday night.
Yes. Oh, this is going to be a good one.
Tuesday night, February 2nd. We are talking all about clean eating and our products. Okay.
Kim Waller is a clean eating expert, and she does a beautiful explanation of our products and why they do what they do, how they do what they do. You are not going to want to miss her call. So you're going to want to allow some time, because she is going to focus on clean eating and how that ties in with our Plexus products, and how you're going to get the best results from our products if you incorporate clean eating into your diet. Charlotte is shaking her head because Charlotte knows that it's the truth, and Charlotte's lost a ton of weight.
I did.
Using Plexus supplements.
Yep.
So,
I was on the product starting April of 2014, and my blood work improved for a whole year and a half even. But I was putting crap in my body, and my blood work was still getting better because of the Plexus products. But when I did the 10-day detox in August is when the 40 pounds came off.
Yep. And it's life-changing.
Yep.
So she is going to talk to us. She is one of my really good friends, Amber's really good friends. We adore her. She's a senior Ruby, not on our team, another team. And we've got to know her really well, started with Plexus. So she's become a really dear friend, and she is excellent at describing this to us and telling us what they do. So that is on February 2nd. Our next call is February 2nd.
And her name is Kim Waller. Kim Kim Wallar.
And if you're not friends with her, follow her, go friend her. She posts excellent stuff. And you might see pictures of us working out together once in a while too. They're a little scary.
All right, guys, we'll see y'all later. Thanks for sticking around.
Yeah.
You guys got the big news of the next call, so way to go. High fives all around.